afternoon and welcome to Ray Skillman Stadium for the Center Grove Bantam Football League Super Bowl Saturday, proudly presented by Aldi. I'm Kevin Conrad along with President Bo Barrett of the Center Grove Bantam Football League. And here in the minor Super Bowl, the number 10 Stanford Cardinal taking on the top-seeded Indiana Hoosiers. And Bo, we've got a real good one here. The Hoosiers undefeated and Stanford, if you will, the underdog at 5-8 with a record. But you know what? They're playing well. They're a hot team right now, and we should have a great one here in the minor division.
Yeah, if you look at just the records, Kevin, you'd think this is kind of a David and Goliath story. But you said it. Stanford is playing well at the right time, and I've been out here long enough to see teams do just that. They struggle during the regular season, but all it takes is a team getting hot at the right time. And if they're playing their best ball at the end of the season, we've seen teams do this. They just run the table in the playoffs, and so I think we're going to have a great matchup between these two teams here today.
It's Stanford against Indiana here in the minor Super Bowl. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff. This is live coverage of Center Grove Bantam Football League Super Bowl Saturday, proudly presented by Aldi, simply smarter shopping.
The milk from other supermarkets is fresh, wholesome, and expensive. The milk from Aldi is also fresh and wholesome, but it costs a lot less. And when you consider that our milk comes from the same place as theirs does, paying more for it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Not even to her. At Aldi, the same is always better when it costs less. And that's the truth.
Welcome back to Ray Skillman Stadium at Center Grove High School for the minor division Super Bowl championship between the top-seeded Indiana Hoosiers and the 10th-seeded Stanford Cardinal. We're moments away before the start of this championship game, and today, Bo, the weather has been a concern. In Game 1 in the rookie Super Bowl, we had rain early on, but the rain did disappear, thankfully. But the wind and the cool temperature still hanging around, and the players and the fans are just going to have to do the best they can with the elements today.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it makes a huge difference without the rain. It was pretty miserable in that rookie game in the first half, but the rain faded, and now it's just chilly, a lot of breeze, but much more comfortable when you're not wet and cold.
Stanford, like I said, number 10 seed, 5-8 record. Some season highlights from Coach Osborne that he wrote down for us. He said, we split back-to-back hard-fought games against Ohio State. Just couldn't put it all together until the final game of the season. He said we scored a 65-yard touchdown in the first play of the game against Oregon, and they haven't trailed since. He said their defense has been phenomenal in the playoffs, pitching 2 shutouts in the last 2 games. And he says they have a lot of depth on the team, 8 Pro Bowlers, and are led by Brody Boswell, Bryce Turner, and Grant Long. And during the regular season against IU, looks like they lost 20-6 in that contest. IU obviously the top seed and undefeated on the season. And again, the head coach for Stanford is Nick Osborne. His first year as head coach in the Bantam League. He did win a Super Bowl last year as an assistant coach with Texas A&M. He says here he played varsity football at Center Grove and college football at Rolls-Holman. His assistant coaches, Jim Boswell, 10-plus years of experience coaching in the Bantam League, and also some help from Brett Boswell and Brad Boswell, who are players at the Center Grove High School football level. They're both sophomores. And then you look on the other side of the field at the Indiana Hoosiers. Again, top seed, 12-0. Highlights per coach Greg Coy, their head coach. He says they're a very fast and physical team. We are pretty diverse offensively with multiple kids that can score. He said their highlight is certainly being able to go undefeated and make it to the Super Bowl. He said the key for them today they've had significant contributions from all 14 players, and it's really been fun to coach this team. Again, they did beat Stanford 20-6 during the season. Coach Coy now in his 9th year in the league. This is his 3rd Super Bowl appearance. He won the Rookie Division Championship back in 2012. His assistant coach is Todd Railing, with 10 years coaching in the league. He volunteers. He does not have a son in the league currently. Just loves the coach, loves the players. He has coached in multiple Super Bowls with 2 championships and also Chris Beggs, his first year as an assistant coach. He's been awesome with the boys and great to coach with, according to Coach Greg Coy. And some additional information about this IU team. They've been very blessed with great parents, families, and boys with huge hearts and passion for the game. It's been a real pleasure to coach this team and watch them grow as players and teammates. That's from head coach Greg Coy on this IU team. For this Stanford team, Coach Osborne says, we've got quite a bit of speed on this team. They've been able to thrive on that underdog role, peaking at the right time. He also wanted to give a shout out to their team mom who does so much, Melissa Harmon, assisted by Libby Duke and Julie Woolwine. They said they've been fantastic all season, and all the parents have been very supportive and great to work with. That's Coach Osborne about his Stanford team. Bo, here in the minor division, no kickoffs, I guess. We'll just start the football right to 35.
That's right. IU will start with the football. It looked like Stanford won the toss and deferred, so IU gets it first.
Running play coming to the near side. Some great room here for the Hoosiers.
Noah
great
Coy.
Start. Noah Coy to the 49.
With the jet around the right end, and you mentioned it, Coach Coy said they've got a lot of speed and a lot of weapons in that backfield, and that's one we'll see several times today, I'm sure, is Noah Coy on that jet around the end.
Rob Cole, do you want to play clock? Thank you.
IU in the red jerseys, white pants. Stanford in the very sharp-looking black jerseys, red pants. Right up the guts for the Hoosiers, a couple of yards.
Beggs on the belly. They ran that right off of that jet motion. So first play they come out and run jet. Second play they run the jet motion, but we're on the belly right behind it. Stanford, nice job stacking that up there. Only a gain of 3 on that play.
Watch our Johnson Memorial Health replay.
Yeah, nice penetration by number 3, Dylan Harmon there. Shot in from the linebacker spot. Didn't make the tackle, but got in Beggs' way and slowed him down.
Matthew Osborne in on the stop as well for Stanford. On second down, hand off to Noah Coy, trying to get the edge. He's got the first down and a whole lot more inside the 30, 25, 20, 15, and down just short of the 10-yard line. Great run for Noah Coy.
Yep, got around that left side, made a cut, and great effort by Bryce Turner to stay with it. There's Noah bouncing it outside, cuts inside against Boswell, and Turner stays with the play and saves a touchdown there for sure.
Bryce Turner makes the tackle, spotted at the 11-yard line, and officials timeout. Officials here for our minor division Super Bowl. Mark Evans, Mike Williams, Rob Ryder, and Rob Toll. Today's Super Bowl being presented by Aldi. Aldi, simply smarter shopping. As we see the Hoosiers to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at the 11. Man in motion takes the handoff. Brevin Holibar tries to get outside. Pretty good yardage. He's inside the 5.
Yep, we see the Hoosiers getting around that end yet again. 3 out of the first 4 plays have been around the edge. Stanford's going to have to do a better job of getting upfield and turning those plays back in. But good run there by Holibar to get down to about the 2-3 yard line.
Hoosiers today, number 1, Brevin Holibar. Number 2, Jaden McCrory. Number 3, Jacob Gerald. Number 4 is Hank Trimble. Number 14, Charlie LaRocca. Number 29, Noah Coy. Number 30, Joe Gaffney. 32 is Oliver Gray. 33, Adam Seal. We'll get the rest of the roster here in just a moment. On second down, looking for the end zone. Touchdown. Hoosiers score. That's A.J. Beggs, number 41. 3-yard touchdown run.
Hoosiers made that look pretty easy. They're pretty methodical right down the field. They will go for a 2-point conversion here.
Also for the Hoosiers, 51, Cody Ingalls. Number 71, Stephen Hiddle. 89 is Tucker Shornick. And number 99, Alex Jackson. Hoosiers going for 2. The man in motion takes the handoff. Angles to the end zone. He's in there, untouched. 2-point conversion good. Noah Coy gets the 2 points for the Hoosiers, makes it 8-0 Indiana.
Yeah, really good blocking there by the Hoosiers offensive line. You'll see Coy come in motion here. The handoff, Holibar's out there. Beggs picks up a nice block, and Coy just with really good vision to get across the line there and get the 2 points for the Hoosiers.
For Stanford, number 1, Vincent Cardinelli. Number 2, Gannon Grant. Number 3, Dylan Harmon. Number 4, Bryce Turner. Number 14, Eddie Goss. Number 29, Jackson Roten. Number 30, Brody Boswell. Number 32 is Matthew Osborne. Number 33, Ryder Woolwine. Number 41, Lane Duke. Number 51, Russell Dean. Number 66 is Grant Long. 71 is Brock Dwyer. And number 99, Zachary Ankney. And we'll see the Cardinal for the first time here offensively. Trying to get outside is Brody Boswell. Squares up the shoulder pads, and he's close to a first down.
Good, powerful run there by Boswell. Broke a couple tackles. Noah Coy came up to make the stop, but Boswell finished that run really strong there. Picks up 9, going to be second short for the Cardinal.
Some solid blocking by Stanford on the edge. Noah Coy was able to make the tackle. 9 yards collected on that first down run. Second down and 1 for Stanford.
Bryce Turner with the carry, hitting the backfield.
Great defense.
Nice penetration by the Hoosiers there.
Boswell with the run. Lost a yard, second down and a couple. Or third down a couple, excuse me. And throughout today's broadcast, we will read off some player profiles, some questions we asked of the players participating in today's Super Bowl game and some of their responses. So we'll be reading those throughout today's broadcast here on 3rd and 2. Stanford trying to come here to the near side. Boswell
breaks one tackle.
A tackle, and now reverses field. And he's got a lot of room. He has the first down, and he's to midfield. Now into IU territory, and then finally yanked down at the 36-yard line.
You know, that's a play that Brody likes to make. I saw him make that same similar run against Navy in the first round of the playoffs. Went totally one side of the field, reversed it all the way back to the other for a touchdown. So really good vision there to see that there was nothing going left. Reversed it all the way back around right, picks up a big gain.
Brevin Holibar and A.J. Beggs in on the stop. Great run by Boswell. First down and 10 for Stanford. Trailing 8-0. Trying to answer back, though, with a drive. Inside the 35, couple of yards.
Number 2, Gannon Grant on the run. Picked up a couple hard-earned yards there.
For Stanford, Vincent Cardinelli, number 1. He attends Sugar Grove Elementary. Mrs. Six, his favorite teacher. Says he loves tackling. T.Y. Hilton and Andrew Luck, his favorite NFL players. Big highlight for Vincent getting to the Super Bowl, getting an interception. Vincent Cardinelli, number 1 for Stanford. And the Cardinal on second down and 8. Hand off to Bryce Turner, and they wrap him up for a loss. The IU defense was keying on him.
33, Adam Seal there.
Along with A.J. Beggs. Brevin Holibar, number 1 for IU, goes to Maple Grove. Mrs. Williamson, his favorite teacher, says he loves scoring touchdowns. Titus McCoy, his favorite Trojan. Eddie Lacy, his favorite NFL player. Big highlight for Brevin, the Super Bowl last year and being 12-0 so far this year. Says he would like to play for the Green Bay Packers when he grows up. Brevin Holibar, number 1 for IU. Boswell hit at the line of scrimmage. Boy, this IU defense, all of a sudden, Bo, the last couple of plays has really stiffened.
Pretty stout. Boswell off tackle right there, picked up 1 yard. That's going to bring up 4th and 9 for the Cardinal. We see the jet motion, and Boswell trying to go off tackle behind it. Just good penetration there. 99 for the Hoosiers. Alex Jackson with a big stop.
At the 35, they got to get it to the 26-yard line for a first down. Long signal count. Boswell turns the corner. Hoosiers giving him good chase. They rip him out of bounds. Short of the first down, so it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yep, nice hole there, but Noah Coy, nice pursuit to the football, just not enough for a first down. Hoosiers will take over.
For the Cardinal, Gannon Grant, number 2. He goes to St. Barnabas. Mrs. Rittenhouse, favorite teacher. Best part about football for Gannon, says working as a team and being able to go out for passes. Aaron Holterman, a former Trojan, his favorite CG player of all time. A.J. Green, his favorite NFL player. And a big highlight for Gannon, getting a strip on a running back to put the offense in a position to score in their very last game.
Yeah,
that is Gannon Grant, number 2 for Stanford. And Craig, got a story on that, don't you, Bo?
Painfully aware of that play made by Gannon Grant, because that was my team that he did that against, and that was one heck of a play. Stripped it from my running back, took it all the way back to our 4-yard line, and then they punched it in the next play, and that was really the difference in the ball game. They won that game 6-0. So heads up, great play by Gannon Grant.
A minute left here in the first quarter. It's flying by. IU in front, 8-0. Second down and 7 here for the Hoosiers. Flags down.
Maybe movement on the offense.
Jaden McCrory, he's number 2 for Indiana. He goes to Center Grove Elementary. Mrs. McClurg, his favorite teacher. Favorite part about football is you get the hit. He likes Frank Gore, and says here a big highlight, catching a pass for a PAT. And he says, I have a pet lizard named Jimmy. Jaden McCrory, number 2 for IU. Penalty against the Hoosiers, second down and long. Great defense by the Cardinal, getting the running back in the backfield.
Zach Ankney there into the backfield with a great tackle. Noah Coy on the run.
Fifteen seconds left to play, first quarter.
See Ankney here with good penetration. Number 99 there, fights off the block and wraps Coy up. Just a great job there by the defensive tackle.
And that will be the final play of the first quarter. Indiana leads Stanford 8-0 here in the Minor Division Super Bowl. For the Stanford Cardinal, Dylan Harmon, number 3. He goes to Maple Grove. His favorite teacher says is my mom. And he says a favorite thing about playing football is making tackles and running fast. Titus McCoy, his favorite Trojan. Big fan of Randall Cobb of the Green Bay Packers. Big highlight for Dylan, playing in 3 straight Super Bowls. And he says he's very proud of his team for making it to the Super Bowl as the number 10 seed. Dylan Harmon, number 3 for Stanford. For IU, Jacob Gerald, number 3, goes to Sugar Grove. Mrs. Dotson, his favorite teacher. Loves tackling and catching. Russell Wilson, his favorite pro player, said a big highlight was tackling. He only knows the team, but he also knows the jersey number. He says tackling number 89 on Navy.
Wow.
Probably had the face mask right there on that jersey number, right?
Exactly.
I have the best coaches in the league. That is Jacob Gerald, number 3 for IU. And for Stanford, Bryce Turner, mentioned his name quite a bit already, number 4. North Grove Elementary is where he goes, and Mrs. Sedgwick, his favorite teacher. Getting to tackle people, the best part about football. Titus McCoy, his favorite Trojan, big fan of Big Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers. Says he loves running for touchdowns, and Bryce says, I like to go camping, play basketball, and play baseball. And big run going for the Hoosiers. Noah Coy down that far sideline, and they're not going to get him. Touchdown. Coy hits the home run.
Off tackle right, bounced it outside, and then it was just a foot race. Great effort by Boswell there to chase him, but just not enough to catch him.
71 yards.
Yep.
Nice stiff arm.
Created just enough space, and then Brody with one last-ditch effort, just not enough to get him. He gets in the end zone.
7:39 to play in the first half. 71 yards for McCoy.
McCoy.
Or yeah.
You're used to saying McCoy on Friday night,
That's
Kevin.
right. That's right. A little Titus in that run there.
Hoosiers are going to go for 2 again. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little jet here from Holibar. Nope, motion. Nice play fake.
Passing to the end zone. Man's open. He got it. 2 points for the Indiana Hoosiers. Making the catch, Hank Trimble.
Executed perfectly there by the Hoosiers. Nice play fake. Watch the fake handoff here. Roll out. Trimble out in the open. Nice play.
So Coy, touchdown run. 71 yards. Trimble, 2-point conversion. Makes it Indiana 16, Stanford 0. Hank Trimble, number 4, just mentioned his name. He goes to Whiteland Elementary. Mrs. Camp, his favorite teacher. He says he loves running and catching the football. Great example right there. Caught the 2-point conversion. He likes Connor Steeb of the Trojans. Odell Beckham Jr., his favorite NFL player. And a big highlight for Hank is the game against LSU where I caught a pass and ran it for a touchdown. Hank Trimble, number 4 for IU. Stanford trying to get outside, cannot. That's Bryce Turner taken down at the 30. Great pursuit by the Hoosiers from the weak side.
A.J. Beggs flying through that line. Stanford looking to get outside with Turner's quickness, but failed to get a hand on Beggs, and he made him pay.
Eddie Goss, number 14 for Stanford, goes to North Grove. Ms. Mills, his favorite teacher, says the best part about football is hitting. Odell Beckham Jr., his favorite NFL player, and going to the Super Bowl, the big highlight. And also 3 solo tackles on a guy twice his size. Eddie Goss, number 14 for Stanford. Couple of yards, some tough yards for the Stanford Cardinal. That's Brody Boswell with the carry. He takes a big hit.
Charlie LaRocca in on that tackle for the Hoosiers there.
Football at the 33-yard line. Got to get it to the 45 for the first down. 6:10 left to play here in the first half. So far, all Indiana leading 16-0. The Hoosiers showing why they're undefeated and the number 1 seeded team in the playoffs. They've been impressive here early. Boswell cannot get outside. He is knocked down. Great job by, is that Tucker Shornick?
Number 89 for the Hoosiers.
Knocked him down. Did a good job containing. Don't let that running back get outside. Loss of yardage, ball at the 25.
Looks like Stanford is going to elect to punt here. It'll be a 20-yard walk-off. That'll take it out to the 45 where the Hoosiers will take over.
For Indiana, Charlie LaRocca, number 14, goes to Maple Grove. Mrs. Maxwell, his favorite teacher. He loves tackling and blocking. Corey Heinrichs, his favorite Trojan. Heinrichs, sophomore, tight end. Rob Gronkowski, another tight end at the NFL level. His favorite player. And a big highlight for Charlie is making it to the Super Bowl. Charlie LaRocca, number 14 for the Indiana Hoosiers. Five and a half minutes to play. Second quarter. Indiana leads 16-0, looking for more. Handoff to Holibar. Jet sweep. Inside the 45 and did a great job getting outside.
Good game there. Nice blocking out front by Coy and Beggs, opening up that edge for Holibar. We see here Coy at wingback, Beggs out of the backfield. Good vision by Holibar, cuts it upfield. Quite a few black shirts in on that tackle. Nice pursuit to the ball for Stanford there.
Coy, the left wing back, did a good job to chip the defensive end and then got downfield and made another block. Second down and a couple. Outside, nice stiff arm by Beggs. He has the first down at the 39. Eddie Goss makes the tackle for Stanford. Jackson Roten. Number 29 for the Cardinal. He goes to Pleasant Grove Elementary. Mrs. Malden, his second grade teacher, his favorite teacher. Best part about football is fun, and you get to play with a team. Titus McCoy's favorite Trojan because he's fast, strong, and has great sportsmanship. Favorite NFL player is T.Y. Hilton because he's fast and active, just like Jackson Roten. New set of downs. Coy trying to get the edge, breaks a tackle, cuts back in, and gets it to the 35. A 5-yard gain there for Coy. And a big highlight for Roten when we won the last game against Boise State, and I realized I was going to get to play my first Super Bowl. That is Jackson Roten for the Stanford Cardinal, number 29. Second down and 6 for the Hoosiers. 3.5 minutes to play here in the opening half. Beggs on a misdirection play. Gets the first down. Coach Coy doing a good job with the play calling.
Yeah, good strong run there by Beggs around the left side. Big, strong kid. It's going to take several guys to bring him down, and he's picking up 5-6 yards a clip on those off-tackle runs.
Something I liked about Coach Coy's comments, he talked about it's 14 players. He's coached them up. It's not about 1 or 2 guys. He's got 14 guys out there doing a great job, whether it's blocking, tackling, doing assignment football, and mishandle of the snap there. Looked like Joe Gaffney, the quarterback. He recovered it. Noah Coy, we've mentioned him quite a bit. He's been so good I called him McCoy. He's number 29. He goes to Sugar Grove. His favorite teachers, Mrs. Hicks and Mrs. Dotson. He said the best part about football being on the team, hitting and scoring touchdowns. Nick Coy, his favorite Center Grove football player. That's his older brother. Good run for Hollabar to the 20. Looking for the end zone. 5, touchdown, Hollabar. 27-yard touchdown run for Hollabar.
Boy, you see the quickness there by Hollabar. He looks to get outside here, cuts it back in, then bounces it back out, and right here just turns on the jets and just gets right by Brody Boswell and Bryce Turner with a good angle, but just ran out of real estate, and Brevin slips it right into the end zone.
To finish up with Noah Coy's profile, again, Nick Coy, his favorite Trojan football player. That's his older brother. Favorite NFL player, Michael Orr from the great movie The Blind Side. Big highlight for Noah, winning the Super Bowl his rookie season as they go for 2, looking to make that pass play again. And now Gaffney's going to run it with a nice stiff arm, takes a big hit, but he does not make it into the end zone. That was a solid hit by Boswell.
Sure was. Gaffney looked like he had a guy open in the end zone, probably made the right decision to keep it, and just couldn't get to the corner of that end zone. Looked like number 2 out there was who he was looking for. And here comes Boswell and really just keeps him out of the end zone. Nice play there by Brody.
Also, Noah Coy says here, not only did they win the Super Bowl his rookie season, but also winning Border Wars 2 straight years. He also says, I just want to thank our coaches and my teammates for making this a great season. Noah Coy, number 29 for Indiana. Brody Boswell just made a big tackle there. Number 30 for Stanford. He attends Maple Grove Elementary. Mrs. Tish DeHaven, his favorite teacher. Best part about football, making memories and hitting hard. Said his twin brothers, Brett and Brad Boswell, are his favorite Trojan players. LaDainian Tomlinson, his favorite NFL player. And Boswell weaving his way through the IU defenders, a flag thrown on the play. Big highlight for Brody, making it to today's Super Bowl as a number 10 seed. Also, he says here, great family memories with my dad and brothers being his coach. That's pretty cool that his 2 older brothers help out as well.
Had a 5-yard face mask there. It's going to help the Cardinal move the ball. I'm sure Coach Boswell would really like to get this thing in the end zone prior to halftime to narrow up this 22-0 deficit they've got.
Joe Gaffney, number 30 for IU, quarterback. He goes to Pleasant Grove. Mrs. Montfort, his all-time favorite teacher. He loves running the football. Brian Gaffney, his brother, his favorite Trojan, a freshman. Rob Gronkowski, his favorite professional player. Boswell off the left side gets a first down for Stanford. And Gaffney says, big highlight, winning the 2013 Rookie Super Bowl in second grade. And he says here, love me some football. That's Joe Gaffney, number 30 for the Hoosiers. First down for Stanford from their own 46-yard line. Boswell, great run. Was able to make a couple of nice side steps of the defenders.
Yeah, real hard run here by number 30 out of the backfield. You can see good blocking up front by the Cardinal. 66, Grant Long just driving his guy off the ball. Excellent block there. Creating just enough space for Brody to get upfield and pick up another Stanford first down.
Best drive of the game here for Stanford. Sticking with Boswell, trying to get the perimeter. Hit hard out of bounds. Great hit by number 41, A.J. Beggs.
Yeah, Boswell picked up a nice block by number 2, Gannon Grant on the edge there. Sealed it just enough so Brody could get around the end, pick up 5 or 6 yards. Here we see Brody getting around the end. There's number 2 sealing it for him, and then A.J. Beggs comes along and nice hard hit on Boswell to get him out of bounds.
5 yards for Boswell. Second down and 5. Less than a minute to play here in the second quarter. Stanford trying to get a score right before halftime. Best drive of the game. Bryce Turner, not much there on the corner.
Yeah, IU did an excellent job stringing that play out there. Hollibar out there, also number 32, Oliver Gray out there. Just no room to run for Turner on that one.
Ryder Woolwine, number 33 for Stanford. He goes to Center Grove Elementary. Mrs. Amspaugh, his favorite teacher. Loves tackling. Titus McCoy, his favorite Trojan. Marshawn Lynch and J.J. Watt, his favorite professional players. Big highlight for Ryder, sacking the quarterback and causing an interception last year in a Pro Bowl game. And he also says football is the best sport because of the team camaraderie. Well said by Ryder Woolwine. Boswell being chased. Hoosiers miss him once, but they do not on the second try. Taken down.
Lots of penetration there by the Hoosiers. Several of them had a shot at him. Brody did a good job avoiding him, but A.J. Beggs stayed with the play and was able to drag Brody down for a short loss. That'll bring up 4th and about 6 for the Cardinal.
Who else? A.J. Beggs with the tackle. Timeout. Stops the clock with 36 seconds here in the first half. For the Hoosiers, Oliver Gray, number 32. He goes to Pleasant Grove. Mrs. Garvey, his favorite teacher, says he loves tackling and hitting people. Says here his favorite Trojan, Levi Holton. Levi Holton.
Levi Holton.
And favorite pro player, Andrew Luck. And a big highlight for Oliver Gray, stopping a player during the Ohio State game. Oliver Gray, number 32 for the Hoosiers. 4th down, big play here for the Cardinal. Boswell
reverses field again.
Let's see if he has enough success this time to get the first down. He's going to be held short. He gets to the 35. He's going to be just a few yards short of the first down. And that'll be a turnover on downs with 25 seconds to play in the second quarter. IU will call a timeout to stop the clock. Lane Duke, number 41 for Stanford. He goes to Maple Grove. Mrs. Otney, his favorite teacher. Loves tackling people. Javon Swan, his favorite Trojan. Walter Payton, the Fridge, and Sean Taylor, his favorite NFL players. Now, that's an interesting combination. And he says a big highlight for Lane is making it to the Super Bowl. Lane Duke, number 41 for Stanford. Coming up in just a few moments, we'll have the Ray Skillman Automotive Group halftime show. Run here to the near side for the Indiana Hoosiers. Nice run by Brevin Hollibar. A couple of yards short of the first down. Gets 8 yards on first down. Timeout called by Coach Coy. Stops the clock with 14 seconds. Boswell gets credit for the tackle. Coming up at halftime, they will present the minor division sportsmanship awards and coach of the year. So stay tuned for that. Coming up on our Ray Skillman Automotive Group halftime show. For the Hoosiers, Adam Seal, number 33. He goes to North Grove. Mrs. Caldwell, his favorite teacher. He loves catching interceptions. Favorite Trojan of all time is Max Norris. Odell Beckham, his favorite professional player. Big highlight for Adam, making my first touchdown last year. He says it's been exciting to play in the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. I beat my brother Riley's record. Noah Coy with the first down and a whole lot more. They finally get him out of bounds inside the 35 at the 33-yard line. And that will stop the clock with 3 seconds. Great run by number 29, Noah Coy. Breaks a tackle. Able to get down the sideline, and they finally push him out of bounds. It looked like Boswell maybe hit him out of bounds at the 33-yard line. This should be our final play of the first half. Replays here in the minor Super Bowl game being presented by Johnson Memorial Health. Hollibar tried to get outside. Tackle made by Stanford. Number 33 with a nice tackle, Ryder Woolwine. That will bring us to halftime. Indiana leads at 22-0 over Stanford. This is live coverage of Center Grove Bantam Football League Super Bowl Saturday, proudly presented by Aldi, Simply Smarter Shopping.
If you want to cut your grocery bill, you typically have to cut the amount of groceries you buy. But when you switch to Aldi, you can cut your grocery bill by up to 50% without cutting back on groceries. At Aldi, we give you longer receipts for less money. And that's the truth. Aldi, simply smarter shopping.
Welcome to the Ray Skillman Automotive Group halftime show. Ray Skillman, where we stack them deep and sell them cheap. Let's now go down to the sideline for the presentation of the Sportsmanship Awards and the Coach of the Year Award for the minor division.
From Ohio State, Sam Raider. From Oregon, Charlie Habig. From LSU, Michael Couch. From Navy, Jack Greenwood. From Army, Preston Haver. From Boise State, is it Matthew Vallis or Collis? I can't tell. All right, Matthew. And from Stanford, Russell Dean. And your minor coach of the year belongs to Nick Cook. Congratulations, all sportsmanship award winners and coach of the year. North Carolina, Grayson Crass. Indiana, Charlie LaRocca. Clemson, Mason Milhoff. Ohio State, Sam Rader. Oregon, Charlie Habig. LSU, Michael Couch. Navy, Jack Greenwood. Army, Preston Haver. Boise State, Matthew Volas. Stanford, Russell Dean, and coach of the year, Nick Cook. Congratulations.
Halftime score here in the minor Super Bowl, the Indiana Hoosiers shutting out Stanford 22-0. The Ray Skillman Automotive Group halftime show will continue after this timeout.
Ray Skillman's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skillman's got your truck, man. He's got SUVs, crossovers, long bed, short bed, flat bed, dump cab, crew cab, cinder cab, half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, high cube van, cargo van, diesel engine, gas in stock, or custom in the color you want, man. Ray Skillman's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skillman's got your truck, man. Ray Skillman's got your truck, man.
Shutting out Stanford 22-0 here in the minor Super Bowl. We're at intermission. This is the Ray Skillman Automotive Group halftime show. Back to our player profiles. For Stanford, Russell Dean, number 51. He goes to Center Grove Elementary. Mrs. Pennington, his favorite teacher. He says he loves blocking and tackling. His favorite NFL player is Andrew Luck. And a big highlight for Russell, winning the rookie Super Bowl last year while playing for Texas A&M. Russell Dean, number 51, for the Stanford Cardinal. For the Hoosiers, A.J. Beggs, been very active here in the first half, making a lot of tackles, some big runs. He's number 41. Curtis Wilson is where he attends school. Favorite teacher, Mrs. Lovell. He says he loves hitting people. That's the best part about football. His favorite Trojan, Titus McCoy. I think Titus McCoy is going to take that honor today as the most favorite Trojan player. Clay Matthews, the player that he likes at the NFL level, and AJ says here, big highlight, making it to the Super Bowl today. AJ Beggs, number 41 for the Hoosiers. Stanford's number 66 is Grant Long. He goes to North Grove Elementary. Mrs. Peterson, his favorite teacher. Best part about football, being able to pancake people. Must be a big lineman. And big fan of Cameron Tidd and also Max Norris of the Trojans. And it says here the big highlight for Grant is not losing a game in Pro Bowl the last 2 years. And he says, this is my first Super Bowl, but the 5th time a Long has been to the Super Bowl. My brother Mason Long went to the Super Bowl the last 4 years. So good job, Grant, making it to the Super Bowl today for Stanford. He's number 66. Cody Ingalls, number 51 for IU. He goes to Center Grove Elementary. It's either Mr. or Mrs. Mullen, his favorite teacher. And it says here, favorite thing about playing football, making new friends. His favorite Trojan, Javon Swan, also Austin Pendergraft. And it says his favorite NFL player is Russell Wilson. And he says a big highlight for him, got a great tackle against Navy. That's Cody Ingalls, number 51 for the Hoosiers. For Stanford, Brock Dwyer, number 71. He goes to Sugar Grove. Mr. Shaddy, his favorite teacher, loves making the big hits in football. Best part about it. And he says Titus McCoy, his favorite Center Grove football player. Peyton Manning, his favorite NFL player. And he says a highlight was when I laid out a player. And he says here, I'm single and a great listener.
Just throwing it out there, ladies. He's still single.
That's Brock Dwyer. If you're looking for him, he's number 71 in the black jersey today, across the way there. Well done, Brock. And let's see, Stephen Hiddle, number 71 for Indiana. He goes to North Grove. Mrs. Ferguson is his favorite teacher, and he says, running the ball and tackling, the best part about football. Favorite Center Grove player, my big brother, Tyler Amaro. He was a great one. And his favorite NFL player, Rob Gronkowski of the Patriots. And then the big highlight for Stephen Hiddle, getting 6 tackles in one game. And he says this is his 3rd time playing in the Super Bowl. Stephen Hiddle, number 71 for the Hoosiers. Again, we're at halftime. Indiana leads Stanford 22-0 in the minor division Super Bowl here at Center Grove High School, Ray Skillman Stadium. For the Cardinal, Zachary Ankney, number 99. He goes to North Grove. Mrs. either Stryker or Stricker, I'm not for sure how you say it. Favorite teacher. Zachary says he loves tackling. His favorite Trojan, Lucas Doyle, up-and-coming freshman. J.J. Watt, his favorite NFL player. Big highlight for Zachary, says being in the Super Bowl today and 2 sacks in one game. Next year, I want to be a running back and a linebacker. Zachary Ankney, number 99 for the Cardinal. For the Hoosiers, Tucker Shornick, number 89, made a nice tackle here in the first half. He goes to Sugar Grove Elementary. Mrs. Dotson and Mrs. Calvert, his favorite teachers. He says he loves hitting hard and tackling. Favorite Trojan, Javon Swan. Favorite NFL player, J.J. Watt. And he says he loves sacking the quarterback. Tucker Shornick, number 89 for Indiana. Alex Jackson, number 99 for the Hoosiers. He goes to Maple Grove. Says it's fun and I get to tackle people. That's the best part about football for Alex Jackson. Javon Swan, his favorite Trojan. Andrew Luck, his favorite NFL player. Highlight for Alex, my quarterback sack this season. He says thank you to Coach Coy, Railing, and Beggs for making this year so fun and successful. We have one final player profile, and we'll read off before we start the second half. For Stanford, Matthew Osborne, number 32. He goes to Maple Grove. Mr. Hobson, his favorite teacher. He says he loves hitting. He says his favorite Center Grove football player, Bo, he's being politically correct here on this one. He just says Holt. Again, we think that could be Sammy Holt,
Doesn't want to play
Trevor
favorites.
Holt,
Harrison Holt,
Jackson Holt.
Ty Holt, Eli Holt. I mean, I can tell you one thing. It's not Aaron Holt. So
Yeah. I say just D, all the above except for
There you
Aaron
go.
Holt.
There you
Except for
go.
Aaron Holt. There you go. And then his favorite NFL player, Reggie Wayne. And a big highlight for Matthew Osborne. He says strip 6. I've heard of a pick 6, but a strip six. Nice. Matthew Osborne for Stanford. So that's all of our player profiles for this game. But you know what? We have 3 cheerleader profiles that we'll get to here in the second half in just a bit. As we're ready for the second half, that concludes our Ray Skillman Automotive Group halftime show. Ray Skillman, where we stack them deep and sell them cheap. And Bo, first half, very impressive by this Indiana team, showing why, again, they're top seed team and undefeated at 12-0. But Stanford, I thought late, made a nice drive, and let's see what they have here in the second half.
they did. They get the ball here to start the second half. They would like nothing more than to move this ball down the field and get on the board and tighten up this lead. But, yeah, you're right, Kevin. That first half, IU pretty much dominated it, moved the ball at will, did a nice job slowing the Cardinal down, and, again, proved why they're the number 1 seed in the tournament at this point.
Brody Boswell with a nice hard run for Stanford. Bottom of that pile, though, making the tackle look like that was A.J. Beggs.
Been in on a lot of those tackles today.
He's done a great job, number 41 for Indiana. Coach Railing doing a good job coaching up this Indiana defense this season. Second down and 6.
There he is again, number 41 in the backfield, also helped out by number 71, Stephen Hiddle, in on that tackle as well.
Smothering defense. Making it difficult for these Stanford Cardinal team to get first downs. Looking at the Johnson Memorial Health replay and nowhere to go. Loss of yardage, 3rd and 10 for Stanford. Speaking of Stanford, we had a lot of these youngsters, big fans of Javon Swan of the Center Grove varsity team. Javon making a visit to Stanford this weekend. He has been offered by Stanford, so Javon going out to Stanford today to watch them play the Arizona squad, and be interesting to see what kind of response and what Javon thinks of that trip.
Pretty exciting. Javon's having a great season, as is the entire high school program, but really exciting when you're getting exposure like that and looking at colleges like Vanderbilt, where Cameron Tidd's going, and Stanford, and just really great success some of our seniors are having this year.
Bryce Turner was able to recover the football at the 29-yard line. 4th and long for the Cardinal. Double handoff. Bryce Turner gets the corner, but somebody was waiting for him.
Yep, Noah Coy there wasn't fooled by that, and he was waiting on it. Good hard run by Turner there, but not enough for a first down, so IU's going to take back over at the Stanford 30-yard line.
Turnover on downs. You'll see a nice textbook tackle by Coy. Stayed home, stayed disciplined. Real good tackle.
Yep.
He's a good one. He's had a great game today. Begg scored the first touchdown for IU. 3-yard touchdown run, made it 8-zip. 71-yard touchdown run by Coy, made it 16-0. And then another score late.
Reverend Hollabar. Yep. Coach Coy said it in his pregame comments. They've got several weapons and 3 touchdowns, 3 different kids. He's absolutely right.
And that's what you want with the wing tee. That's the idea with the wing tee. You can't really key on any one particular running back. It's a 3-headed monster. If you throw in the quarterback sometimes, it can be a 4-headed monster.
That's what IU is showing us here today.
Couple of yards on first down for the Hoosiers. 2nd down and 8. We're in the 3rd quarter. Gaffney lost the football, picks it up.
Great play there.
He's going to get close to a first down. Nice spin move. He's going to be just a yard shy of the first down.
Joe Gaffney with great presence of mind there to not get flustered when that ball was on the ground, and just picked it up and charged forward and picks up a nice gain there.
Nice tackle made by Stanford. I don't know if that was Boswell. Looked like that might have been Boswell on the hit.
Good pressure there by Zach Ankney. He was all over that.
Held short of the first down. Loss of yards. Loss of 3. Very good defense by the Cardinal.
We'll see it here. There's Ankney at left tackle. Just shoots right through that gap. Gets his hands on Gaffney and nowhere to go. 4th down for the Hoosiers. Looks like Ankney was shaken up on the play. He's going to have to go out.
Rob Toll asked for a timeout to allow the player to get off the field. That is Zachary Ankney, number 99. Made a nice tackle. Walks to that far sideline. 4th and 4 for the Hoosiers. Gaffney, handoff.
Beggs.
Gets
enough.
First down, Hoosiers. Keeps the drive alive inside the 20. 3.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. This IU team just keeps grinding with the offense. Good blocking on that left side. Ryder Woolwine in on the stop for Stanford. IU won the rookie Super Bowl earlier today, 21-12 over Arkansas. And now here in the minor division, IU with a commanding lead over Stanford. Ball inside the 15 to the 14.
Gaffney picks up 5 on the keeper there. Did a good job of keeping those legs grinding. Had several defenders hanging on him, but he, in fact, never even went down. They called the play dead, though, forward progress, but picks up just over 4 yards.
So far here in the Bantam Super Bowls, it's been a good day for IU. Hopefully the same for the Hoosiers against Ohio State and Bloomington today.
I think they might have their work cut out for them.
Both teams 4-0, but playing the #1 team in the nation, defending national champs. It's going to be a tough one.
There goes Beggs.
Yeah, A.J. Beggs. First down, it'll be 1st and goal.
Just 5 or 6, 7 yards every time he gets the ball. It's just tough to bring him down.
Was there a fumble at the end of that play?
Looks like maybe there was. I did not see that.
I didn't either. Let's see. Watch the replay from Johnson Memorial Health. Maybe at the tail end. Did he lose it?
Stanford did a good job of stacking him up. Couldn't see there, but sure does look like Stanford's ball there at the 8-yard line. So
Stanford offense out there. IU defense ready to go. So a fumble at the end of the play. .210 to play, 3rd quarter. Hoosiers shutting out Stanford 22-0, and now a whistle by the official here on the near side.
looks like we had a mouthpiece out.
Run play to that far side to the 10. Bryce Turner picks up a few yards. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for Stanford. Try and get lined up here for this next play. They're ready to go. Osborne with the handoff to Boswell.
Looking to get around that edge, but
Indiana not allowing him to turn it up. He's going to be tackled at the 2-yard line, almost into the end zone for a safety.
Great pursuit by the Hoosiers there. Brody just kept trying to get outside and just nowhere to go. Number 99, Alex Jackson, in good pursuit there. 33, Adam Seal staying with the play. Noah Coy calling for the safety. They didn't get it, but Stanford is backed up on their own 2-yard line here. I'm sure Coach Rayling's going to apply the pressure here and try and catch them in the end zone.
Third and long for Stanford. First down marker. They got to get it to the 18-yard line from their own 3.
Boswell on the keeper. He's going to have a tough time getting out of there.
He's going to be wrapped up in the end zone. Safety, 2 points for Indiana. Smothering defense today by IU.
Boswell kept it there, tried to get outside, but good pursuit there by number 30, Joe Gaffney, and number 1, Brevin Hollibar, both just gave Boswell nowhere to go. The result is 2 points on the board for the Hoosiers, and they will take over at their own 35.
With the 2 points, 24-0. That will be the end of the 3rd quarter here at Ray Skillman Stadium. Yes, a very windy day today here at Center Grove High School. Bo, here in this game, though, the players seem to be handling the conditions pretty well. Thankfully, the rain has gone away. We had some rain earlier today in the rookie Super Bowl, which made it very, very difficult for the ball security. But these youngsters are doing a good job handling the cold and the wind.
They are. Haven't seen the ball on the ground too many times here, and been doing a good job taking care of that football. And it does help when it's dry. It's still a little cold and windy out there, but as you said, these guys have been doing a good job adapting to that. And 8 minutes to go here. IU hanging on to their 24-0 lead, and it's going to be their ball after that safety.
We have some profiles for the Stanford cheerleaders across the way. They have 3 cheerleaders over there doing a fine, fine job keeping the Stanford fans into this one. Savannah Schaefer, she's the cheer captain. She goes to Glens Valley Elementary School. Jordan Holmes, her favorite teacher. And Savannah says, best part about cheering for football is watching touchdowns, extra point conversions. Her favorite Center Grove football player is Titus McCoy. And Marcus Mariota, the great quarterback for the Ducks, now with Tennessee, her favorite NFL player. Says cheering for the Center Grove Bantam Football League and being a part of the amazing rise to the Super Bowl for the Stanford Cardinal. That is the big highlight for Savannah. She says, thanks to my family for all their time and support so I could be here today cheerleading. That is Savannah Schaefer, cheer captain for the Stanford Cardinal.
Charlie LaRocca on the carry here for the Hoosiers. Off tackle left. Finds a nice little hole. Brought down. Couldn't see who that was by Stanford. Nice tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Hoosiers.
Getting things underway here in the 4th quarter. Good job by Stanford to wrap up the running back, LaRocca. But keeps the legs pumping, gets a few yards. Tackle made by Zachary Ankney, number 99, back in there. Also in on the stop, it looked like
Number 3, Dylan Harmon was in there. Several.
might have been Ryder Woolwine,
Yep,
too.
33.
33. 6.5 minutes to play here in the ball game. On 3rd down,
Adam Seal off tackle right. Picks up a big gain down to the 20. That's going to be enough for a Hoosier first down.
Coach Coy doing a really good job mixing things up, using some different running backs here in the 4th quarter. Really spreading the wealth. Harmon with the tackle. Also look like Gannon Grant.
Yep.
Also
in on the stop.
cornerback, number 2. First down, Hoosiers at the 21-yard line. Inside handoff. Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 3-yard run. Seal with the carry. Another cheerleader for Stanford, Ava Dean. Goes to Center Grove Elementary. Mrs. McKinney, her favorite teacher. Best part about football, or should say cheering, are the stunts. She says Andrew Luck, her favorite NFL player. And the big highlight for her is cheering for her brother. And she says, go Cardinals. That's Ava Dean, cheerleader for Stanford.
Gaffney on the keeper out around the right end. He's drugged down by 66. Grant Long.
Great pursuit.
Yeah, nice tackle on the play by the big defensive end here.
Yeah, good
Nice
speed.
fake. There he goes. Had him once.
Stayed with it.
Gannon Grant couldn't bring him down, and Grant Long stays with it and brings him down. Nice effort there.
Also cheerleader for the Cardinal, Jessa Matula. Goes to North Grove, Mrs. Lavery, her favorite teacher. Gaffney, quarterback, keeper, tries to get around the perimeter. He's to the 5, looking for the end zone.
He's in.
Touchdown, Gaffney. Had a lot of field to work with, and he used all of it. He gets in the end zone for the touchdown. 16-yard run. IU in front, 30-0. To finish up with Jessa on her cheerleading profile. She says Andrew Luck, her favorite NFL player, and a big highlight for her, the stunts at the end of the games. And she says, go Stanford. That is Jessa Matula, cheerleader for the Cardinal. Hoosiers going for 1 on the extra point. A lot of different players touching the football here for IU and getting in the end zone. You got Beggs scoring, Coy, Holabar, Gaffney. Gaffney with the football, and a great job by that Stanford defense. Very persistent, stayed with it. They take him down. So your score, IU 30, The Cardinals 0. Big thank you to our sponsors today to make this all possible. First for Aldi. Aldi with a store right here in the heart of Center Grove on State Road 135. Appreciate their support for Center Grove Bantam football, also Center Grove High School football. Just a great supporter here in the community. Also Johnson Memorial Health, growing to serve our community. And of course, Ray Skillman Automotive Group. Bo, it takes a lot of sponsors, a lot of great people in our community to make this not one of the best, but in my opinion, the best youth program in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, Kevin, it takes a lot of money to run our facility. I don't think people have any idea how much it costs to just maintain those football fields. And anybody who's been around other youth leagues around Central Indiana understands just how nice our facility is. And there's no way we could do it without the support of some of our great, great corporate sponsors like Ray Skillman, like Aldi, like Johnson Memorial Health. We are very, very thankful for their financial support.
Fantastic run by Bryce Turner, 23 yards, great speed. They finally hit him out of bounds. He gets about 23 yards on the play. Brevin Hollibar knocked him out of bounds. Stanford would love to get on the scoreboard, try to avoid that shutout. They still have time with 4:15 to play in the fourth. Osborne hands it to Boswell. Boswell, north-south runner.
About 9 on the play. Nice run there by Brody.
Once he gets squared up, he's tough to bring down. He runs hard. Looked like he got a pretty good block on that left side. Looked like Bryce Turner.
Yep. Out there paving the way for him. Looked like
gave him a nice block.
Number 71, Stephen Hiddle in on that tackle.
You can see it's a chilly day for the fans today. At least the rain for the moment has gone away. We had rain earlier today. Bryce Turner shakes off one tackler, and he picks up the first down at the 30.
Nice tackle there by number 4, Hank Trimble for the Hoosiers. Saved a much bigger gain there. Big hole opened up on the left-hand side, and Turner hit it, but Trimble was able to trip him up before he got too many.
1st and 10 here for the Stanford Cardinal. 3:18 to play in the fourth. Stanford trying to find the end zone here late. Trying to do thought they might try to do a double handoff, but Boswell will keep it.
Shaking and baking.
Wow, he's making some moves. To the 25, and he's finally ripped down at the 25 by none other than Beggs.
Yep.
A.J. Beggs.
Boy, he worked for every one of those yards. Here he is.
Got away
1,
from
2, 3,
Hank
4.
Trimble. Almost got him. And Beggs finally
Beggs
ripped him down.
Yep. Great effort by both of those kids on that play.
Five yards for Boswell, 2nd and 5. 2.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Now they do the double handoff, and Bryce Turner
breaks a
gets
tackle.
through the first tackle, but not the second tackle.
Charlie LaRocca did a great job staying home there on that play and didn't make the tackle, but definitely slowed Turner down here. You'll see LaRocca get upfield, stay outside. Didn't bring him down, but good enough for Beggs and Seal to come in and clean it up.
Loss of yardage. 3rd and 7. 1:45 to play in the fourth and counting. Boswell inside the 25, taken down at the 23-yard line. Short of the first down. To bring up 4th and 3.5 yards. Hollibar with the nice tackle. Also Alex Jackson in on the stop as well for the Hoosiers. 4th and call it 3, and
Turner's not going to get it.
they trip him up. Good job by the Hoosier defense. LaRocca at the bottom of that pile. Turnover on downs. It's been a good day for the Big Ten Conference here today. IU and IU. IU rookie champs, and looks like here in the minor division it's going to be IU.
Yep.
I think we've got a Purdue team in the major division.
Should be an all Big Ten day.
We shall see. Final 45 seconds of this one. Bo, just take this time. It's been a great season in the minor division. Again, like we mentioned, takes a lot of great sponsors, of course, all the volunteers, the coaches, the cheerleaders, board members. It takes a lot to put a season together.
It sure does, Kevin, but you know what? It's all worthwhile when you see how much better these kids have gotten throughout the course of this season, how much fun they've had. You know, it's very rewarding to see these kids grow and compete like they do. And just a great atmosphere for our Center Grove Trojan football family. And another great season in the books for the minor division with IU winning the Super Bowl 30-0 here today.
2015 Super Bowl champs in the minor division, the Indiana Hoosiers, shutting out the Stanford Cardinal 30-0. Impressive win for the Hoosiers. They run the table, Bo, 13-0. No blemishes for this IU team, and great job, Coach Coy and the Hoosiers.
Yeah, it's tough to do. It's tough to win 13 in a row, especially at this age group. You know, inevitably you have a night where the kids just don't show up or aren't focused. And credit the Hoosiers for getting through this season, 13 games in a row. That's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations.
And what can you say about Coach Osborne and his team? Again, the number 10 seed, they got hot late in the season. They ended up coming into this game at 5-8, 5-9 on the season. But what a great job he did with his squad.
Hats off to the Cardinal. Great season. It would have been easy for those kids to be frustrated early on. They didn't have a whole lot of success, but they kept improving, kept working, and again got hot at the right time. Won 3 games in a row to get here to the Super Bowl today. What an accomplishment! And played their hearts out here today. So hats off to the Stanford Cardinal.
The Indiana Hoosiers win the 2015 Center Grove Bantam Football League Minor Super Bowl over Stanford. Final score 30-0. This is Center Grove Bantam Football League Super Bowl Saturday, proudly presented by Aldi Simply Smarter Shopping.
If you want to cut your grocery bill, you typically have to cut the amount of groceries you buy. But when you switch to Aldi, you can cut your grocery bill by up to 50% without cutting back on groceries. At Aldi, we give you longer receipts for less money. And that's the truth. Aldi, simply smarter shopping.
It's been another outstanding season at the Center Grove Bantam Football League. Congratulations to all the players, cheerleaders, coaches, and parents for making this a special season. A big thank you to the Center Grove Bantam board members for their countless hours of dedication to Center Grove youth football. Special thanks to Center Grove High School varsity coach Eric Moore for his guidance and contributions to the Center Grove Bantam Football League. Today's game was produced by Center Grove Gridiron Productions, New 5 Creative, and CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com. The executive director is Aaron Holt, executive producer Matt Murray, camera operators Kat Murray, Austin Tyke, and Kyle Johnson. Today's football broadcast was made possible by Aldi Simply Smarter Shopping, by Ray Skillman Automotive Group, Ray Skillman, where we stack them deep and sell them cheap, and by Johnson Memorial Health, growing to serve our community. Once again, congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers for winning the 2015 Center Grove Bantam Football League Minor Super Bowl, beating Stanford 30-0. For Bo Barrett and Scott Maynard, this is Kevin Conrad saying so long, everyone, from Ray Skillman Stadium at Center Grove High School.